In December 2025, thousands of Indian passengers faced the same problem. Flights cancelled, last minute delays, and no clear answers. And at the center of it all was India's biggest airline, IndiGo. The airline that built its reputation on punctuality suddenly hit turbulence. So the big question in January 2026 is simple. Is IndiGo back on track, or are we still flying through the aftermath of a crisis? Stay till the end because I'll also tell you how you should plan your winter travel if you're flying IndiGo. What actually went wrong? Let's rewind to December. IndiGo was operating at full speed, packed schedules, high demand, and peak winter travel. But behind the scenes, cracks started showing. Crew shortages, aircraft availability issues, and tight turnaround times. Soon, delays piled up, then cancellations. Things got serious enough that aviation authorities stepped in and asked IndiGo to cut around 10% of its daily flights, not as punishment but to stabilize operations. This wasn't a collapse, it was a controlled slowdown of its operations. Part 1, the December disruption in simple terms. Think of Indigo like a long distance runner. They were running fast for years, but in December, fatigue hit. Too many flights, not enough breathing space. By reducing flights, Indigo did three things. It gave crews proper rest, it reduced aircraft stress, and it created buffer time between flights. Passengers felt the pain immediately, but operationally, this was necessary. Because in aviation, one delayed flight can mess up the entire day's schedule. Part 2, what changed after these cuts? Here's the important part. What changed after the 10% cut? Indigo didn't just cancel flights and wait. They reworked crew rosters, adjusted flight timings, and focused on fewer routes but better execution. On time performance slowly improved, crew stress reduced, and aircraft utilization became more realistic. By early January, Indigo announced a step by step restoration plan aiming to return to full schedules by around February 10th. Not overnight, but gradually. This is a sign of a mature airline, fixing the system and not hiding the problem. Part 3, what this means for you as a passenger. Now, the practical question. Should you trust Indigo bookings right now? Here's the honest answer. If you're flying in January, expect slightly fewer flight options on some routes. Morning flights are more reliable than late night ones, and avoid super tight connections. If you're booking for late February onwards, things should be far more stable. Schedules will likely be closer to normal and delays should reduce significantly. In short, January is recovery mode and February is comeback mode for the airline. Part 4, what this means for other airlines. Indigo slowing down even a little creates space, and competitors notice. Air India gets more breathing room on metro routes, Akasa picks up spillover passengers, even smaller airlines benefit when the market leader pauses. But here's the catch. Indigo's scale is still massive. Once they are fully stabilized, they are likely to come back stronger with better planning and tighter control. So this crisis isn't about Indigo losing its crown, it's about learning how to wear it better. So, how close is Indigo to full recovery? Not 100% yet, but clearly moving in the right direction. If you're flying soon, plan smart, and if you're watching Indian aviation closely, this moment matters. Tell me in the comments, did you face delays or cancellations with Indigo recently? And if you want simple, honest breakdowns of Indian aviation, subscribe to Aviation-o-holic. Next week, we shift focus from airlines to airports, how India's busiest airports are quietly minting money from passengers like us. Till then, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.